Hello and welcome to Little Workroom Crafts. My name is Davina and I live in the southeast coast of the UK. Today is Monday the 19th of July 2021 and this is episode number 71. Well, it's been an exciting week and as you all know, last week I did leave a little bit of a hint of some really exciting news because there's been a big secret going on in the background. That is going to come as soon as I finish doing the intro. Basically, that is the first thing I'm going to talk about. After that, we have the little bit, the bits that I've been up to in the week, which is the cross stitch and the crochet. We also have a Little Workroom Crafts newsflash. I'll try and be serious on this one. We have 3 people that's been in contact with me this week on the what have you been up to. Beautiful work, absolutely stunning, I've got to say. I've got a couple of naughties as normal, and there's a little shop update, just what I bought in the shop last week basically, and that's it, because obviously this week I've taken this week off. Right then, so there will not be a shop update on Friday as there normally is, so because I just need a break. And also this weather is just wow, that's all I can say. Look, it's just so hot up here. Right then, okay. Where you can find me will be down in the description box, and anything that I mentioned today will also be down in the description box. Right then, so we are going to hop right into this big secret. The lovely friend of mine, Claire, from Mr. and Mrs. Rabbit Yarns, I will put their website here on the screen, and I'm going to keep it on there as long as I possibly can. We have actually done a collaboration. Now this is my very first collaboration, and Claire approached me and asked if I would make some project bags to represent the summer, and then she is dyeing the yarn to go with them as a set, which are being sold on her website. Now, Claire got in contact with me this morning to show me the yarns that she'd done to match the bags, because I made the bags and then posted them to her, and then she's dyed the yarn to match the bag. And oh my gosh, the set, there is obviously the project bag that I made, and also the yarn, 100-gram yarn, and it's called the picnic basket and quilt, which any information that I mention, I'm just going to be popping up on the screen. While I'm going to be talking about this, I'm going to move over and I'm just going to be flipping photographs of them basically. So oh my gosh, she has done such an amazing job on this dyeing this yarn. It is stunning, absolutely gorgeous. But as I said, they are a set. It is a collaboration, but it's all being posted from Claire. Wow, as you can see with all all this, the pictures that I'm putting up, they are stunning, absolutely stunning. And then next week I am going to have a bag and a skein of the yarn so I can show you in person. That's all I can say. Her yarn, I just can't get over the yarn. It is so pretty, so pretty. And my gosh, it was just a privilege. I couldn't believe it when Claire approached me, and thank you so much. And my gosh, I was just so excited, I couldn't believe it. But yes, and what I'm going to do in the description box, I'm going to put down the places that because she does ship out of the UK, so I'm going to put the info on where she does and where she doesn't ship out of the UK. So yeah, which will be exciting because I ain't brave enough to do that, so this will be another first as well. So yeah, thank you Claire, and Claire, what an amazing job. So hopefully I'm keeping the photographs going as long as I can, even if I have to repeat a couple, because it is just stunning. Wow, I just can't believe I was just so excited, so excited. So that was the big secret, and it was hard keeping it a secret, I will say, but I did manage. It was very hard. Oh dear. Right then, okay. So let's hop into what I've been up to this week. As I said, it has been extremely hot here. So I've done a couple of rows on my, and I'm going to forget the name of it. Hey, I can see you now. Right, oh, my bin's there now, isn't it? Right then, okay, so because it's been so hot, I haven't actually done a lot on the Whitmore cardigan. It is growing slowly, so I haven't brought that up really to show you. But as I say, you know, there is some bits that I have been able to do that, you know, that's not anything heavy on the lap. I have a complete finish. I have something that is finished, but I've got to do the fully finish. And I have a new, oh, what would you call it? Well, I've started a new cross stitch because with us, with the knitting, we have a new cast on. I don't know, I don't know what it's called with the, what's the names, but we'll see. Anyway, right then, so what are we doing first? Okay, we are doing the crochet first. Now, as you all know, I got the picapou books, the picapou 1 and the picapou 2. At the moment, the picapou 1's been put on the shelf and I haven't made anything out of that one. But as you know, I have made the sheep, where she is there with a, oh, there with a little coat on, a little shawl. And then I cast on James the duck. Look at his little feet. I think those little feet are so cute. And he has his little berry. I haven't put a pom-pom on. He's supposed to have a pom-pom on because I ain't very good at making pom-poms. I can make them, but then by the time I've trimmed them, they're like a marble. They're not like a pom-pom. So I haven't bothered with that. So there's his little wings. And so, yes, he's all finished. His little tail, look. Oh, that's so cute. In the actual book, they actually embroider Levy's things on his tail, one of these tails, and I didn't like that, so I didn't do that bit. Now, all this is made out of Stylecraft Special DK. And I thought, you know, these are just fun ways of using up. And I used was it a 3mm? I think it was a 3mm hook I used. And obviously I've got the safety eyes. But yes, there is James, and that's what he's called in the book, is James the duck. So I'm actually really, really happy with him. So I don't know if he's too tall to actually, he might squish under there with me and make friends with the pumpkin head man. And I've got my little hedgehog there and all. So yeah. Talking about hedgehogs, you'd have noticed at the front there is just a one-off picture. I was sat there yesterday evening. I just packed my cross stitch away, and Glenn was out in the garden, and he said, "Quick, quick, look!" So it was right dark. He said, "Quick, look at this, look at this!" And in his hands, he had this little tiny hedgehog. Oh my gosh! So I got an old tea towel, and I took it from him, and I was holding it, and he said, "Right," he said, "I'm going to get a little flat plastic." Like tray thing round and give them water, because let's face it, in this weather, the little hedgehogs, like our birds, there's always water in the bird bath. So anyway, so I was there, and his little nose, he was so cute. He really, really was cute. I'm going to be popping some more pictures here of him. And so because obviously this time of year, you know, they can actually get food, can't they? Because underneath in the corner of the garden, we've got a lot of plants, and underneath it we know there is slugs and stuff, and you know, let's face it, hedgehogs love stuff like that, so they can get plenty of food at this time of year. So but now we know we've got one in our garden, I said to Glenn, I said, we're going to have to make a little house. I said, get some hay, and then in the winter we'll be feeding, you know, the cat biscuits and make sure it has plenty of water and so on. But oh my gosh, cute. Wow, that's all I can say is cute. Well, when we got up this morning, the little water bowl only had a little bit left in it, so we filled it back up again just in case it comes out again tonight. We knew we had one coming in the garden because obviously there was leaving little messages on the lawn. It was pooping. So we reckon that it has found, you know, the slugs and that, and the snails and so on, that's actually in that corner of the garden. because all underneath is all in the shade, and that's where they're all getting. But oh my gosh, I was just so excited about that. How did I get on a hedgehog from a duck? Wow, I don't know. Oh, me hedgehog. My lovely friends made me that. And yeah, for Christmas. So all my little soft toys sit up there. That's how I got on a hedgehog. Sometimes I often wonder about myself. I really, really do. Right, let's go. What are we on to next? Right then, the cross stitch. And I've remembered the pattern this week. I did manage to finish, which I am so pleased about. Count twice, stitch once. And I tell you what, while you're stitching it, when you look at the pattern, you know, it's a beautiful pattern, absolutely gorgeous. But when you're stitching it, you actually do find the detail. And that there is a frog, and there is his tongue, because that stitch there is in the wrong place, so he's frogging it. And I just think that's so clever. I really do. But it's a beautiful piece. I was so happy to get that done. I really was. So the actual pattern is a Plum Street sampler. It goes that way. And it actually is called Count Twice. This was gifted to me by my lovely friend Anne, who is also a viewer, who gifted me the magazines and some patterns. And oh, thank you, Anne. I absolutely loved every stitch of this. Now, when it came to the actual threads, I think nearly half of them I did just match from the pattern. You know, it's not far off, out of stash. But I haven't thought of how I'm going to fully finish it yet. So we will see what I come up with, basically. Then, obviously, I had to start something. Now, this one you have seen, actually. Not, well, you have seen some stitches, but not what I've been doing anyway. Where is it? There you go. My lovely friend Teresa has brought me this for Christmas last year, which is a shepherd's bush, and it's the lower stocking. And I know she got this from the Patchwork Rabbit. So yeah, and originally I did actually get some 25 count, which would have been way too big, because actually on the pattern and in the instructions it's actually cross stitched with a number 5, #5, which number 5 I'm assuming, perlé. And I got all the colours, which the number 5 is thicker than obviously a 12. So I don't know why it's so thick. So anyway, then I thought, well, you know, with the 25 count Lugana, it would have just been too big for the stocking. You know, I don't think it would have looked right. So anyway, I managed to got hold of some other Ada, and I didn't like that. I really didn't like that. So then my lovely friend Jan gifted me a load of Adas and cloths. And this is a perfect one. It's like a blue grey. It's absolutely beautiful. And I thought, and I did actually start on there with the perlé. And the stitches were just like this on top of one another so much. And it was leaving holes at the bottom. So they were just expanding. It would not have looked right at all. So I unpicked the bit I did, and I said to Glenn, right, I'm going back to my good old thread. You know what I mean? You know, it's just what I'm going to do. So anyway, I have actually got all, let's have a look. I went through my stash of my classic colour works and Weeks die works. And these are all obviously the overdyes. And none of them, I tell a lie, 2 of them out of, I think it's 12, are the ones that are called for. Everything else I've just matched. Just literally matched to what I think will go. So But the River Rock I have actually bought from the Patchwork Rabbit, and that's been dispatched today, so their postage is good. I'll probably get that tomorrow. And the Ye Old Gold, I'm not messing around like I did last year. I have got a bit, but I brought one anyway, because last year when it came to Christmas, could I get the Ye Old Gold? No chance. So anyway, I won't do it today because there is a lot going to be down there in that description box, and I don't know if we've actually got just a certain space to book that stuff down there. I don't know, but I'm going to be stitching on this anyway for most of my week off, so I will be showing the progress of it again next week. But this is the Santa, so it is actually his coat. So all I'm doing now is just filling all in there. You can see that it's an overdyed. It's absolutely beautiful. So I'm just filling in all it there. In those stripes there, there is actually a zigzag stitch when you go obviously in and out a hole on a zigzag. Now I probably will use 2 threads on that so it does show up, because 1 thread I don't think will be enough. And I am just enjoying this. I really am. I sat there stitching away on it yesterday, and the day before I had this clamped to the dining room table, and I had me book in my ears, and oh, brilliant. But what I did do, because I got this, and this actual barrel clamp that clamps onto the table come with an 8-inch hoop, and for this I needed a bigger hoop, a 10-inch. So I managed to find this 10-inch, which has got this all attached and everything, and it just fits it fine. It's absolutely brilliant. I'll just be moving it up and down when I need it. But yes, I am really enjoying this, and luckily I have managed to cover up, which is just here. I managed to fling him down and put an iron on there where the perlay just stretched. But yes, so I'm doing it in my overdyes, and I reckon if I keep on going, because you all know I am a one project person normally, that I hopefully will get this done before Christmas. And also I've got my hexagon one, which I'm hoping to get that done this week, completed. So yeah, so what I will do is, I say, not this week but next week, I will write down my changes, because I have literally changed them all apart from 2. So and I am keeping it in the bag set that I made, as you've just seen the grime guard, and that's my little notions pouch. And yeah, as I say, I'm really enjoying doing this. It is a lot of fun. It really is. And if you look at it closely, I will say it is more blocky. You know, you've got the holiest snowman, that's every other stitch in one colour. You know, I love the shape. Look at the little shape. So just thinking about it, you know, Glenn is going to have to, like, you know, have 2 stockings to fill this year. Yeah. We'll see how that goes, shall we? Okay then, right. Oh, damn. What have I done? Hold on, you're going to have to move a bit. I put my news flash underneath my tripod. It's a good start, weren't it? Beans are on the project, on the subject of crochet, of cross stitch even. It is the Little Workroom Crafts newsflash. One of these days I'm going to get a pair of those big glasses. I keep looking for them but can't find them. And on Friday, August the 13th, it actually is World Cross Stitch Day. So I'm going to put it there, World Cross Stitch Day. Friday the August the 13th. So I think we're all going to have to get our needles out on that Friday. And definitely do our stitching. Okay then, right. So now it is, what have you been up to? Okay, so first of all, the lovely Laura contacted me. Wow. All I can say is wow. Wow. I'm going to put the picture here. And believe it or not, this is Laura's first ever shawl. I can't believe it. I really can't. It is beautiful. It is the lightweight. I'm sorry, I'm having to read what she's given me the information. It is the Lightweight Hipster by Huki Locatelli, and the yarn is a Craft House Magic, our Ellie. Oh, congratulations, Ellie and Adam. Just put that one in. And yeah, but she never put down what colourway it is, I must admit. But even so, she did say that she is proud. And yeah, you should be proud. It is stunning. Well done, Laura. Right then, so the second one is my lovely friend Libby. And she's finished her mitered cozy blankets. The scrappy blankets that, you know, it was a big thing a couple of 3 years ago. And it's just one of those that just hasn't fizzled out really, has it? And it is done in DK. And this is my kind of shopping. All the yarn comes from a charity shop. That is definitely my kind of shopping. But isn't it beautiful? Absolutely gorgeous. Libby, wow. And I know that we were communicating with each other the other evening, and I would love to make one. And I got me bits, I got me pattern, because I showed her what pattern I'd got, and I'd done all this and the other, which I will do that next week. Actually, I'll tell you about the pattern, because it's a free pattern I've found. And because I'm left-handed, it always comes down to left-handed. My right side is your wrong side, so the whole of my blanket will be put together with the wrong side facing, not the right side facing. I tried everything. I was there for nearly 2.5 hours and I had a square. The first square fine, but when you attach them, they don't attach the same. So what I'm going to have to do is just copy the pattern as is, and my blanket will just be back to front. What more can I say? Do you know what I mean? It probably suits me just fine. But I am going to have a go. I am going to have a go, because I have got a lot of bits, you know, little bits. I know I normally make cardigans and garments and scrappy socks, but, you know, how many can one girl really have? I've got 2 cardigans and my top, and I've got a box of socks, and I've still got 2 pairs of socks downstairs on the needles as well. Right, anyway. So yeah, hopefully next week I might have a couple of squares put together. So we'll see. Okay then, right. So since I've been doing this, there's a lovely lady and friend called Linda. And she left a message, quite a few videos back now, saying that she moved out of the town where I used to work. And I actually taught her how to quilt. She actually attended my classes, and as she put on the message today, 11 years ago. Wow. But Linda, didn't we have some giggles? My gosh, did we have some giggles. We really, I know that they did eventually go home with their block. Well, they all went home with their blocks. But gosh, we had some giggles. As you can imagine, you know, I didn't stop talking like I don't now, and I didn't stop laughing either. So, you know, and you can imagine that being in a classroom. Oh yeah. But yeah, so I just can't believe it was 11 years ago. I really can't. But Linda, obviously in 11 years, because we all say how addictive patchwork is in quilting, has carried on. And so we would have started with if she'd have hopped on board right at the beginning, it would have been the quillo that we did first. Then we went on to a sampler quilt, so everybody, you know, could learn most of the techniques, because every quilt, you don't learn anything, being a teacher or not, you know, it's just, there's so much out there. But look how she has, wow, I just can't believe it. This is her quilt. The photographs she sent, yeah, you'll have to send me some more information, Linda, please, on where you know, the pattern or so on, or if it's what you've done yourself. That would be absolutely brilliant, because I bet you people would love to know. But wow, what a stunning quilt. And as I say, it's just, I feel proud. I really do. I actually feel proud, you know, that we all started in this little room, not this little room, but the little room at work. And it is a little room, and Linda will vouch for me, that one. And you know, it was wow, you know. And I've started off with these basic quilts, so they all could learn how to cut and put them together and what, you know, all the different things. And look at that as how she's progressed. It's just amazing. So Linda, you have done a stunning job. Well done. Okay then, right, we are shooting in now to the naughties. Right, okay. As I have said, I had to order 2 threads for my cross stitch from the Patchwork Rabbit, and I also popped in my basket, which was the last one she had in her basket, but she's always getting orders in. And also what I like about Carla is that she on her website, if you go into something and it says out of stock, it's got there a push for you to push, so she lets you know when it is in stock, and she really does. And this is how I got this when this came in previously, but she's having deliveries from America all the time. And it is actually the new Tis Halloween Blackbirds designs, of course, and it's got 13 stockings and projects to stitch for spooky fun. So they're all little Halloween stockings. And I'll tell you what, oh my gosh, there is some beauties in here. Let me see if there's bewitching ingredients. I don't like bending books, that's the only thing. What else was it? Obviously there's a Halloween, not Halloween, oh it is a jack-o'-lantern. I am missing some, you know, I am flicking through. These are, oh, this one, I love this one. There's the haunted house because I like the black cat. But there's absolutely loads, and you can imagine on a Halloween if you've got a few branches in a pot and then hung the little stockings all on. I just think this is stunning. So this is from the Patchwork Rabbit, and as I say, it's a Blackbird's designs. You cannot go wrong with those at all. And this morning, from my lovely friend Ellie from Craft House Magic, she's got back in stock because them actual higher had been out of stock. So a lot of us have been waiting for these, but so she got them in stock last week, I think it was. She's got in the tape measures. I chose this one, which I think is so cute. And, you know I have tape measures, but it's got inches and centimetres. I just had my eye on one of these for so long. I kept checking Ellie's website, and thank you, Ellie, for my minis that you popped in. But yeah, Ellie from Craft House Magic has got these back in stock with a lot of new products as well. Okay then, right. So that's my naughties, I think. I don't think I've got anything else apart from my hoop, which I spoke about. Yeah, I think that's it then. So, okay, I'm just going to quickly recap at the end here. As I say, as you can probably see, I am just so excited that, you know, pop over and see Claire at Mr. and Mrs. Rabbit Yarns. And yeah, and the collaboration was just so much fun. Okay then, right. Oh my gosh, right, let's start again. No, not right completely from the beginning. I've already done that 3 times. Right. I had a phone call from my Debbie, who I used to work with, and we're meeting up on Thursday for a coffee, so that'll be really nice. Okay then, right, so as I was saying, I think is that yes, so I'm going to be talking shop news now at the end. So anybody that's not interested in what's going on in the shop at the moment, I'd like to say I'll see you on Monday next week. And I'm going to love you and leave you. And please take care. Stay safe. Happy crafting. Bye-bye. Okay then, right. So last Thursday, they did go into the shop a day early. There isn't many left, but I am getting some different kinds of fabric so I can make some more. Now, as I did show you last week, was the yarn cozies. And I've got to say, thank you ever so much to all the people that did actually leave the message on helping me name them. So I did name them 2-in-1 yarn cozy, spelt with an S rather than a Z, because the lady, oh, forgive me, I can't remember. Thank you, you know who you are. And I think that was the first message that came through, I think. So anyway, I have made some, but there is, as I say, there has been a lot that have sold. And I will be getting some more fabrics, some more stretch fabrics so I can make them. So I have one of these left, and as I say, that's for your commercial yarns, and then you can fold them over if you cake your yarn or you have an indie dyed. So it's all inside and out. So there's one of those left in the shop. There's two of these left in the shop, which they're all the same. You know, they're all the commercial yarn and fold down. There is one of these left in the shop. And even when you fold it over, your fabric, that is still facing the same way, the right way, I should say. And there is three of these ones left, which is the sloths. But yes, it looks like I could be getting some with sheep on. I know I'll have to make myself one of those. I have to keep one of those by. So anyway, right, this is going to be a bit of a how am I going to put all this together, but I will say thank you ever so much for all your support in my shop, in this on this channel, with everything. And yeah, what can I say? I'm just so excited, and Claire did an amazing job. So I'm going to put some more photographs at the end, get some cross stitch done. So I'll see you all next week. I will my mind went blank. So I'll see you all next week. So it's done it again. Be serious, Davina. Right. So I'll see you all next Monday. So please take care, stay safe, happy crafting. Bye.